Hello everyone and welcome back to Stationeers. Okay, so very quickly go inside because waste tank is filling up. There. And let me see what we can do in this episode. Do we want to do that automation for the... or sorry, not automation, but a console for the furnace? I am very much leaning towards that. Now, I did do this guy before the last episode because I wanted to test out this mod, and well, I wasn't going into this one blind, but for the furnace I think we will go in blind. So you know what, let's do it. First things first, we will need to print out a lot of stuff for this, so let's just print out maybe one console for now, and let's see how much we can do with that. So modular console please, and we need a lot of stuff, so all this needs to go in here. And this one, the electrum, yeah, we need to make some electrum as well. We will need solder for the IC10, and sorry, that one, wait, iron. Did I move? Oh, right. The iron is in here. There, and that should be silicon as well. Okay, so now we have everything. So obviously, some of the bigger consoles will require multiple kits. So let me just check what we can do with a single kit. So for now, only print out one. There. So this guy will give us some of the smaller stuff. Maybe we can use this one. It has plenty of room on the actual console itself, but let's see what else we have. This one would be too small for the furnace. This one, oh right, this one should be going on top of these kinds of longer displays. Basically these are the vertical monitors. I suppose this one would be kind of alright, but this one would look better on a wall. Interesting, we have a lot of options for these, and yeah, these kinds of big ones, they require multiple, that's expected. And something like this, but you know, more. Now this one in a wider version, that would be kind of exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, something like this. So if I place this one will require multiple, right? And I think let me see if I can do it with this one. If not, then we will build a bigger one. So for now, let's make one of these. But it did say, once placed, use plastic sheets for upgrade. What does that mean? I have no idea. Do we have plastic sheets? We should. Yeah, there we go. So, you give me one of these. Also, we are thirsty. Yeah, you know what? Water is not a problem right now, so we can drink. So we can get rid of the heavy breathing. So if I place this one here, upgrade, what does that mean? Ooh, that just makes the grid gray. Interesting. So basically if we have unfilled spaces, that will mask the grid under it. Good to know. So what do we need to disassemble? So we need a crowbar. And you can go back, you can come out. Okay, there we go. Okay, interesting. Good to know. So now we need the angle grinder. Can I... let me see. Let me just quickly find this one again. Yeah, this one will do. So if I want to use the... not the 1x2, but a 3x1. Is the 2 kits going to be enough? Sorry, this way. No, we need 3 kits for this one. Okay. Anyways, I think I will go for this console for this application. If we don't have enough room on this display, then we will just print out the 1x3. That's fine. Okay, so what do we want to read from the furnace and want to manipulate? I think it's pretty obvious that we just want to manipulate the on-off switch and the input and output of the gases. Can we operate the lever from an outside source? Let me see. Advanced furnace. Let's take a look. So on-off, that's a read-write, that's fine. What about the input? No, that's the count, that's only read for the OR input. What about, can I change the... Oh, right, we can... Oh, combustion is read only. Also, setting input. Now, is that the valves on the front for the pumps? Let me see. As far as I can tell, nothing else seemed to go with that. So yeah, I think the setting input and the setting output are the valves on the front. So for those, we can use some kind of a knob that we can turn. And what about the lever? Do we have an open? Yes, we have an open one. And it's a read-write. Well, I suppose we can test it, it's fine. So, technically speaking, we need, let me see, one for the on-off switch. Can I have an ignition activate maybe? That sounds about right. It's a write as well. Although, no, I think it's not just a single push of a button. Do we have anything else that might go with the ignition? Not the combustion, that is a read only. But maybe that is the exact thing we need to activate. I guess we will see, we can play around with the different settings later on, it's fine. So, we need, let's just look at the furnace. So we need the on-off switch, that's 1, ignition, that's 2, the valves, that's 3, 4, and the lever, that's 5. So theoretically, we need 5 inputs. So modular, and give me console inputs, 5 of these please. And then we need 5 labels to actually label them, but we only need 4 because we already have one of these. So you guys come with us, and we will need a couple of readouts. Let me see, pressure, temperature, maybe the oxygen and volatile ratios. In fact, I think I am starting to lean towards printing out one more big console, so we can maybe use the 1x3 version. Yeah, you know what, let's go for it. So can you please give me the where is it? Yeah, modular console, one more please. There, and what do we want to read? After this one is printed out, I will take a look at the Stationpedia entry. So there, you can stack together that one. Okay, pause. So we can read the temperature, pressure, we can read the oxygen ratio, the well, technically speaking, we should read also not just the volatiles, but the where is it? The nitrous, yeah, ratio, nitrous oxide. So once again, pressure, temperature, oxygen, volatiles, and the nitrous oxide, that's 5. We are not interested in the nitrogen and CO2 and pollutant ratios. Those are just waste gases for now. And so we have 5 right now. What else? Anything else we want to read? Can I read export count? Is it only going to give us a number, or is it going to give us... I think this will only give us a number, not the actual hash of the output. Maybe it's the prefab hash, I don't know. Basically, we can read what will be put out if we pull the lever, if the conditions are correct for the current smelting, basically. Okay, for now, I will leave it there. So, for this one to work, we obviously need to have a platform. So, please give me this one and this one. I don't think I will use the plastic sheets for now, maybe at the very end. But we will definitely need to have a modular console. Let's just go with 5 readouts for now. So we need 4 more, because we already have 1. And then at least 10 labels, because we have 5 readouts, 5 inputs, and well, we need to label both of them, and that's going to be 10 labels altogether. Ooh, this is actually not as... It is quite expensive actually. Anyways, that will do. And please give me not the inputs, but the label plates. Yeah. Thankfully, at least these are relatively cheap. Let me take a look at the resources. Yeah, we need electrum. Everything else is more or less okay, I think. Steel is running a bit low as well. So if we go out 1 mining chip, we need silver, gold, iron, and coal. Okay, and we can stack these at least 10. So that's 8, that's 9, and 1 more, please. There we go. Okay then. Oh, right, and before we go out, let me test the positioning of the grow lights. So you turn off for now, you guys turn on, and let's check on the plants. So here we have enough light, that's good. Here we have enough light, that's good. And what about these corners? Oh, this one is in darkness. That isn't good. This one is okay. Okay, so the only problem is that one. If I move this one over by 1, that's going to be fine. But in that case, I want to have this one moved over as well, so they are symmetrical. Okay, for now, I will be okay if we lose 1 plant. I guess it's okay. You go back and yeah, those turn off, good. Okay then, so how is the suit? The suit is fine, yeah, we can go outside.
Oxygen low.
And yeah, I really should make the chemistry stat so we can make a pill. But for now, let me quickly do this. Yeah, let me mine up that single silicon. It's just going to bother me if I don't. There. That's it. Good, and you can go right there. Okay, let me weld all this up. And now, let's just place down that 1x3 console, which is this one, facing this way. And can you please give me, and let me see, this one. Right. Hopefully this will be enough space for everything. Okay, let me quickly wire things up. Oh, right, and we will need the IC housing. Right. We need to print some more stuff, but first, let me place the displays and the other stuff down. So, the displays. We want to have a readout. Let me see, what are the different kinds of displays? We have diodes. Do we have some kind of a... Yeah, something like this. These are... Oh, there we go. A 2x2, that is actually small enough for my liking. But I think we might want to be a bit more precise with this. So I think I will go with these actual readout displays. Right, so let me see. There, I think these can be the different gases, so maybe volatiles, oxygen and nitrous oxide. Then, in fact, let's just label them now. No, that one. We need to have this, so nitrous oxide, oxygen and volatiles. And then we can have... What else did we need? Up here, temperature and pressure, definitely. I think for those we can use the gauges. So these guys. What does this look like? Right, I think this is going to be okay for a temperature readout. And what about... No, this is for the temperature and this is for the pressure, I think. And although I think we need to be a bit more precise than this. Let me see, increase, maximum, oh, right, okay. Yeah, I think we need to be a bit more precise, so let's just use these LED displays again. Right, so let's pick these up, I believe, yeah. Hand drill. So once again, what else do we have? So diodes. I believe these are just, they will start at the bottom and go up as the value increases. What else? Gauge, yeah. Diode small. I think this is just a single light up display, so it can be on and off. That's all. Yeah, I think the same for this one. Oh no, wait, this is a label, so basically this is the label but lit up, so that's a bit different. An actual console. Can I put chips in this one? Yes, I can, I think. Okay, good to know. Anyways, you come with us. There. Yeah, the black hole is up, so we need to be careful now. And this one is a computer, okay. Good to know that we can use it for this one as well. Logic alarm. What is this, by the way? Logic alarm.
Hunger critical.
Pause the game. Sounds and light beacon for emergencies. Ooh. So basically, sound and a light. Okay, so maybe if we are approaching dangerous pressures, we can use this one as an alert. Maybe later if we have room for it. For now, display, and that's it. Okay, we are back to the start. Right, let's just have one here and here. Sure. So you and you. Right. Pause, and so we have a temperature, a pressure, oxygen, voltage, and nitrous oxide readouts. And yeah, I think that will do for now. And if... Oh, right, and I think we can use the console for the output hash. Let me just check. So, console. We can have different cartridges. Okay, not console, but maybe cartridge. No, that goes into the tablet. display. Yeah, there we go. Hash display, I believe. Right? Or scanner. Yeah, I think this is what we need. And that should be able to read the output hash of the furnace. So basically, as soon as the target ingot appears on the display, we can empty it out. Right. Okay then. So about the actual inputs, what kind of inputs do we have? Here, a button that will be okay for that one. Then a round button, emergency button, logic switch for the on-off switch, flip switch, maybe for the lever, flip cover switch, so it is safety, a dial for the valves, or so it's the pumps, logic dial, exactly the same, logic slider, I suppose we can use that one as well, a logic throttle, so basically positive and negative values if you want to. What else? A big lever. Yeah, I think for this one, I think this one would be kind of nice. A numpad, a card reader, and that's it. Okay, let's just start with this guy. So this is going to be the emptying out of the furnace, and then we will have an on-off switch. Let's just make it, yeah, this one there. We will have, let me see, no wait, that is the activate. This is going to be the power on off, and then let's just have 2 for the pumps, dial or slider maybe. Yeah, let's just have 2 dials, I think it's fine. So you can go here and you can go there. Right, now we will need to label them, but
Waste tank caution.
yeah, maybe not in the hot summer day. Ooh, and by the way, the temperature outside is now 900 degrees. That's a lot. Also, the black hole is a bit lower than it was before. So yeah, we are approaching summer, peak summer now. Anyways, empty out this one. Close. Open the helmet. And now we need to wait until... You know what? I think it's the best time to actually make the chemistry station. So you, please give me a chemistry station. We have everything we need.
Hydration critical.
Hydration critical. You know what? Fine. Okay, we don't have potatoes harvested. So you are the next one. And wait, in darkness. Technically we have sunlight on the very roof. Maybe I should put this one in here. Some of them are okay, some of them not. I suppose eventually all of them will be okay. You know what? It's okay, fine, don't worry about it. Okay, so you come with us. You can go right there. Need to be wrenched down. There we go. Okay, so what do we need to make a pill? Medical pill. To make one, we need 1 silver. Doesn't matter if it's an ingot or an ore, so that's very convenient. 10 ferns and 1 cobalt. I believe we have everything for that. Okay. So first things first. Right. The actual food. So seed, then the 2 potatoes, and the seed goes right back. And I will cook one of them. Close and turn on. And drink. And there we go. Okay, so we need 1 cobalt, No, not 7, just the one. You split off one of them, there. Then we need 1 silver. You know what, no, let's just use ores, it's fine. So split off one of these. In you go. Wait. Oh, it needs to go there. Okay, so cobalt, silver, and now 10 ferns. I do believe, yeah, we didn't harvest these yet. The only 4 here, right? Everything else is harvested. I mean the seeds. Yeah, it's only these 4. Let's harvest these seeds real quick. How many seeds do we have? I think two stacks of these should be enough. Okay. I will keep 2 stacks of fern seeds and replant this one. So you come with us, and there we go. Now this turned on, and we replant this seed, and we will harvest these and replant as needed. So that's enough ferns for a pill. I just put them inside now, so 10 ferns. And this will give us 1 medical pill, exactly. So, can you please do it? And we have a pill, nice. Okay, I will use it right now because I think we have a bit of lung damage. So, there we go. And now replant the ferns. So, let's see. This one will be enough for 2 trays. And you know what? Yeah, it's fine. Let me just quickly switch out the lamp battery. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I will mess with the grow lights for now. In fact, you know what? Let's just harvest this one. There. So, you know, we will not lose it unnecessarily in the summer months. Harvest that one, replant there and there. Okay, so the ferns are back to normal, and this one is in darkness. Oh, right, never mind. Because it's nighttime now. And speaking of nighttime, the suit is fine, and let's just switch out the oxygen just in case, and we can go out and continue with the furnace. And this time we didn't have the oxygen warning. Good. So, you. Big lever. This one is already labeled apparently. So let me see. This is going to be the furnace lever, or the furnace empty lever. Sure. Then we need the label plates. So this is going to be this one. Yeah, let's just move that one down. Let's just position these a bit better, I think. So you will need to be the switch. That one. You can be, yeah, let's just leave a bit of space here. So you can be there. And this one will be the on-off switch. Then we need to move this one as well. So this is going to be the activate button for the ignition. Oh, there we go. Activate. There we go. So we can read. So increase, decrease. This one doesn't say, but I suspect that this is going to be the in and out. Open mode. So yeah, this is going to be the open, on, activate. Okay, I think we are in the right track. So this one goes there, And let's just move these as well, so they are a bit more centered. There we go. So let's label them. So this is going to be the temperature display. So temperature, and this is going to be the furnace temp display. Good. And this is going to be the pressure, which means that this is going to be the furnace pressure display. Good. And this is going to be for volatiles. Yeah, sure. In fact, we can have this one green, this one white, and this one can be red. There, temperature. Yeah, that one will be just a white number, the same for this one. There, and now values. On this one, maximum should be 100, right? So let's just set this to maximum 100 because we can set this to 100 liters max. Good. And then this is going to be the input, and this is going to be the output. So this is the furnace gas input dial, and this is the furnace gas output dial. Good. Next up, this is the on-off switch. Should we move this one here instead? I think most of these we will just cover up. Yeah, I don't think we need to move them. So this one is fine now. This is the ignite. Sure. So this is going to be the furnace ignite button, and this is going to be the on-off switch. And there we go. I think that will do. Right, now, can I change the color of this one depending on where it is right now? Because I would like it to be red if it's off. In fact, I would like to have this one red. For example, if this one is red. I wonder if you can change these. Let me see. So, modular. Console maybe. I just want to have the input. And can you please give me, where is it? This one. Color. Exactly what I wanted to see. Good. We can change the color. And the same goes for the logic switch. Yes. Okay. Good. Ooh, I think we can make this work. Now, the problem is, I think that we have this device, that's one. We need at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devices if we don't want to do anything else. So I think, yeah, I think this one can work. Oh, never mind. We also need devices for the displays. We might need to have at least 2 chips. I don't really want to mess around with name hashes, although I suppose we can do it with that. I guess I will decide later. For now, this one will do a decent job, but I would like to fill up the empty spaces. I did see someone do this in another video. Can I have empty labels basically? For example, we can have this one here, and this one will not be labeled. This is just a filler plate on the display, on the console basically. So let me see, how many we need to fill this place up? Also for this one we need to have... that's not good. So anyways, we need 1, 2, 3, 4... maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe. You know what, let's just print out 10 more labels for that console. Just to be on the safe side. And thankfully these are relatively cheap, so modular label plates. Good. Also, we are almost at the point where this one... oh, never mind, still 120, so we are quite far away from sunrise or black hole rise. I still don't know. I think I might just want to dump this canister. It's fine. And you know what? Let's use a single housing for this. It's fine. So can you please give me one housing? We will just try to use name hashes to operate the different displays. Hopefully that's going to be okay. So one housing and one IC10 chip. Oh geez, this is going to be a very, very complicated setup. I can only hope that my very, very beginner coding knowledge is going to be up to the task. I guess we'll find out. And then one IC10 chip. I will go out for now. The suit is fine. Yeah, we can go. I will place down the housing. We are only making one chip because I believe I changed the printer. Anyways, you can go here. That will be fine. Might as well wire it up. So there. Good. And let's place down these. So I would like to have... do we have any vertical or do I just need to... no, I just need to turn it. It's fine. So there, there. Then a 2x4. That one. And then, yeah, I suppose we can have two 1x1 plates here. Then a 2x1. A 1x3. A 1x2. And two long ones. 1 and 2, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think this will do. I think this is going to look a little bit nicer than using the plastic sheets. Right. Ooh, that's going to be quite a bit of coding. In fact, I am leaning towards doing the coding in between episodes and just importing the code later in the next one. Right. So that will empty it out. This will ignite the insides. This will turn the furnace on and off. This one is 100, 100. We will use this to set the volume pumps. Can I change the increments on this? This is a little bit slow. Maybe C. Yeah, there we go. We can use C clicks. So that's fine. And this is where we read the temperature, pressure, and the gas ratios inside. So these will be percentage displays. Right, I think this will do quite nicely. In fact, I think I will leave it white because it will match with the furnace. Right, I think we can go inside. In fact, I think we might want to paint these labels. In fact, we might want to paint everything here and replant them later. Let me just bring out the sprays. can I paint them when they are in the kit mode? Let me check. So, white paint canister, where is it? Spray can, there you are. Anything else? Not really. Okay, you can come with us. You will go inside for now. So, if I pick up one of these. So, spray can in the hand. Can I paint this one? No, I cannot. It is already painted white. But this one doesn't appear to be white when it's placed down. Far from it. Plus, apparently we cannot paint them once they are placed down. In that case, what happens if we paint them gray? If that is considered to be white, how would it look if it is gray? So right now we cannot paint these, so we need to pick them up to actually paint them. So you come with us. And if I paint it, then it will be...
Waste tank caution.
exactly the same. Absolutely. Oh, maybe it's changing the lettering. That would make sense. Let me check. So right now... no, even the lettering is white. So I have no idea what the colors are changing. Okay, let me quickly empty out the... oh, no, we don't have to. We can just switch out the tanks. It's fine. Right. Yeah, let me just pick this up and replace it. It's fine. So there we go. I am still not 100% happy with these filler pieces, especially around here. Maybe if we make these a bit narrower or something. But you know what, it's fine. So, I think I will do the coding in between episodes and just import the finished one. I will walk you through the finished code, but I think this one would be a little bit too much, either with a time lapse. So yeah, I don't want to force you guys to sit through it. I will just try to explain the code once it's all finished. For now, let me see. Maybe we can print out some geometric walls for the base, because we still have some time. It's basically 15 minutes. Let me see. So I believe I did talk about maybe having some trims either above or under the windows. And for those we need to have these geometric walls once again. So we need to have 3, 6, 9, 12 for each side. Basically that way we can cut down on the flat walls. So they will really only go in the corners. And yeah, I think I talked myself into it. So 12, that's going to be 48 altogether. Just for the window trims. And you know what, let's go for it. So, you will require steel, silicon, solder, electrum and steel. Just give me some geometric walls. Thankfully, these are relatively cheap, so that's fine. For now, the spray cans can go there. Yeah, I think the coloring of these panels may be something that is not implemented yet. I guess that would make sense. Anyways, let me quickly hook this guy. And by the way, what is the power consumption of the... not a lot. Maybe, I don't know, 100 watts or something. Anyways, might as well eat and drink. We will need a lot of geometric walls. By the way, don't we have some geometric walls already printed out? Those are flat walls, so no. Unless... no, we don't. Okay, so I believe it was 48, right? So we need a lot more than this. And by the way, what is the state of the water generation now? 48, I believe we only bought 36 liters, right? I think so. So we have 12 liters without that extra purchase, which means that, yeah, I believe we did drink twice since then, or maybe even 3 times. So we are definitely generating more water than we are consuming. Oh yeah, and by the way, I didn't check the oxygen. So the last time it was 93, I believe. 93 moles in that pipe. Let's take a look. 85, right. We are definitely using more oxygen than we are generating. I mean, I suppose we have plenty of water. Yeah, I think I will turn this guy off now. So we are not equalizing with the radiator. What is the temperature outside? Oh, that's why it's not cold yet. Okay, you know what? Let's switch off now. There we go. So we don't have extra pressures in any of the pipes. Okay, I think that will be good for our oxygen generation. Anyways, what is the state of this printing? We need 10 more. Right. And then we need a lot of sheets. I can only hope that I did everything correctly for this code to work. If not, then I will discover when I'm actually writing the code, and then I will write the code and print out the rest of the displays as needed, or inputs even. Anyways, we need 3 more. 2, 1, and that's the last one. And from here on out, can you please give me some steel sheets? Okay, so that should be enough with geometric walls. It's not going to be enough for the corners, but it's going to be enough for the windows at least. So there. By the way, have the steel. Yeah, we definitely need to go out and mine, maybe in the next episode. It's too late to do it in this one, but in the next one we definitely need to go out. And not just steel, but electrum as well. And this one is 28 grams, definitely need to make some more. Anyways, we need 48 steel sheets, right? So we need geometric walls to fill one of them in. Yeah, a single steel sheet. Okay, I printed a little bit of extra because, well, it will come in handy eventually anyway, so might as well. And I think we can go now. So first things first, we will need to pick up the walls that are placed right now under the windows. Okay then, so which orientation do we want to have these? As I said, I would like to have these simple lines, and do we want to have them basically below the windows like this or above the windows like this? I think I would like to have them below the windows. So in this configuration. There. And before we commit, let me quickly make sure that this is actually something that we want to go for. So I will fill these up there. These windows are finished, good. And let's take a look from the outside. Yes, I think this will look quite nice once it's finished. I think this extra detail will be worth it. Okay, let me quickly finish up the rest of the windows. Okay then, so we have everything placed down now, and we do have enough of these flat walls. You know what, yeah, let's just place them down because we already know that on the insides here, these ones will all be flat walls anyway, so might as well use them now. And that's it for now. Right. What is the state of the black hole? Well, I guess we can check on the solar panels. Oh, and jetpack already critical. Okay, we need to switch that one out as well. Let me see. Yeah, I think the black hole should come up any second now. In fact, yeah. Ideally, these guys should be facing that way, but as you can see, they are facing this way, and the sky is still dark. So yeah, it is summertime. In fact, in 9 days it will be peak summer. And there we go, finally. And these guys should come on right now. Good. Alrighty then. Let's just jump inside. And let's take a look at it from the distance. Yeah, I think the windows will look quite nice once they are finished. Okay, so yeah, I know we are making very slow progress on the base, but well, I got distracted by these modular consoles. I think it is understandable. Anyways, let me quickly first empty out the waste canister. Then I will pick up some extra oxygen. Right, speaking of oxygen. So it was 85, right? 89, very good. Okay, so we are making more oxygen than we are using right now. And we have plenty of water to go around, so we don't need to worry about that at least. Right, so, alright, and the jetpack, you know what, it's fine. We should be reminded by the next time we go out. Right, let me just quickly eat this potato and drink as well. Also, we no longer have a health displayed here. I think that is because it is 100%. So you know what, I think it's fine. Okay then, ooh, and the black hole is not crested yet. So, right. These guys should be no longer in darkness in any second now. Maybe the positioning of this daylight sensor is not quite alright. But the problem is, for example, if I put them there, for example, then they will be shadowed by the planters, and that will also mean that there will be no sunlight hitting it. And also now we are in shadow again. Right. I don't know what to do about this. Maybe put it on this one, facing that way, but then it would be blocked here. No, you know what? I think this is okay. This is a good enough positioning. Maybe in the next episode I will expand the greenhouse a little bit. 2 blocks maybe. That should be enough oxygen generation even for the water generator. But anyways, temperature wise, ooh, nice. We are almost 1000 degrees. In fact, I am tempted to empty out this hot tank and replace it with this one, with the current summertime temperatures. And also, I think we just installed the grow lights in time. We only get a tiny bit of light when the black hole is going through that section, but now it will go even lower, so I think we will start using these guys a lot more from now on. In fact, we will need to keep an eye on these guys because, you know, yes, the black hole will come up, but I don't think it will spend 50% of the time above the horizon, you know, just like it doesn't on Earth when it's winter time. So I am not sure if we will get enough basically enough sunlight from the grow lights at daytime. We might need to play around with the degrees a little bit. Maybe go from 80 to 260 or something, so we will have a bit of extra degree on the dial. So, you know, these guys will be on a little bit longer. Yeah, we just need to keep an eye on this. If they will start complaining about not enough sunlight, then we need to make an intervention. But for now, it's okay. Anyways, the recording is well over time at this point, so I think we can say goodbye now. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you'd like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.